Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to cover up the topic of division. This is as per the syllabus of Mumbai University for first year BA LLB students, semester 1. In logic, division refers to the process of categorizing or classifying terms based on their common properties or characteristics. In logic, division refers to the process of categorizing or classifying the terms based on their common properties or characteristics. The concept of division can be applied to break down concepts, categories, or even propositions in a logical manner. Let us look at the different types of divisions in logic. Real division. Real division refers to dividing a concept or category into parts or subcategories that represent the different members or instances of that category. So we are dividing concept, category into parts or subcategories that represent the different members or instances of that category. The goal is to divide a category into its real parts, which are distinct, non-overlapping, and represent the complete set of instances of that category. For example, there is a category called animal. There's a category called animal. Now, we have real divisions in that, which is mammals, birds, fishes. Each of these parts is a real, distinct division of the larger category of animals. So real division was quite simple. So we have a category, a larger category or main category that is subdivided or subcategorized into its different members or instances. Let's look at logical division. Logical division involves breaking down a concept. Breaking down a concept into its constituent parts according to its logical principles, with an emphasis on how the parts relate to the whole. This type of division aims to identify the different components that make up a concept without necessarily listing examples or instances. The division must be mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. Let us look at an example. Justice. The concept is justice. Logical division. Distributive justice, retributive justice, procedural justice. Now, these are all logical. This is not real parts of it. There are different ways of understanding or categorizing the concept of justice, but are not necessarily physical instances. Division by genus and species. This type of division is used to break down a general term, that is the genus, into more specific terms, that is the species, based on shared characteristics. The goal is to clarify the relationships between broad concepts and narrower concepts, more specific ones. For example, birds is a genus, and in that there are species: sparrow, eagle, penguin. Here the bird is the genus and the species are specific types of birds. Division by criteria or division by attributes. Division by criteria involves breaking down a term or concept into distinct categories based on certain attributes or characteristics that are shared by members of each category. that are shared by members of each category. It aims to classify based on attributes or properties that define each part of the division. For example, concept is books. The division by criteria would include fiction, non-fiction, biography, science fiction. This division is based on different genres or types of books, each defined by specific attributes. So, division by criteria is division by attributes, based on the attributes, certain attributes or characteristics that are shared by the members of each category. Division by quantity. Division by quantity involves breaking down a concept into parts based on some form of measurable quantity or number. So when we are doing division by quantity, we are dividing it by some measurable quantity or number. It is used when dividing a concept or category according to some form of quantitative measurement. Example, population of a country. We can do a division by quantity in number of children, adults and elderlies. This division categorizes the population by age groups. Division by quality. Division by quality involves categorizing a concept based on its qualitative properties rather than the quantitative or measurable ones. This is used to classify concepts based on descriptive qualities or inherent features. For example, color. This is the quality. Division by quality is red, blue, green, yellow. These categories are divided based on different qualities of the color spectrum. Formal division. Formal division refers to dividing a concept based on logical or formal rules or structures, such as categories defined by rules of logic or mathematics. This division is often more abstract and is used to organize terms or concepts according to a particular set of formal relationships. Let's look at the example. Even numbers divisible by 2. Here the division is based on the formal property of divisibility by 2. So this formal division is the division by the concept of logical or formal rules or structures. So there are certain rules based on which if the division is done, then it is known as formal division because it requires some kind of formal rules. Aristotelian division. This is a method of division used in Aristotelian logic where a larger concept, the genus, is divided into smaller specific instances, the species, in a hierarchical manner to show the relationships of inclusion and subordination between different species and their genus. For example, genus is living beings divided into animals and plants, further division into vertebrates and invertebrates in animals, and so on. This division shows a hierarchy, breaking down the genus living beings into species based on certain characteristics. Bifurcation. Dichotomous division. Bifurcation or dichotomous division is a process where a category is divided into exactly two parts or groups. Two parts or groups because it's bifurcation based on distinguishing features. What is its purpose? It is useful for simplifying complex categories by dividing them into two mutually exclusive and exhaustive groups. Example, living or non-living beings. This creates a clear-cut division into two categories with no overlaps. It is completely exclusive and exhaustive as well. Parmenidean division. Based on Parmenidean's philosophy, this type of Division is used to separate a concept or entity into two categories, that which is and that which is not. To create a division that emphasizes existence or reality versus non-existence. The purpose is to create a division that emphasizes existence or reality versus non-existence. Example: being and non-being. Parmenides used this type of division to describe the fundamental division of reality. Alright, now let's summarize the whole thing. What is a real division? Divides a category into distinct real parts. Logical division divides a concept into parts based on logical properties or relationships. Division by genus and species divides a broader concept, that is genus, into more specific instances, that is species. Division by criteria classifies a concept based on shared attributes or characteristics. Division by quantity categorizes a concept based on measurable quantities or amounts. Division by quality categorizes a concept based on qualitative properties. Formal division divides a concept based on the formal or structural rules. Aristotelian division breaks a concept into species based on hierarchical genus-species structure. Bifurcation, dichotomous, divides a category into two mutually exclusive groups. Parmenidean division separates existence from non-existence, often used in metaphysical contexts. So each type of division are useful for different purposes in logic and other fields of study. Each type can be applied depending on the nature of the concept or category that we are working with. So this completes this part of the video on different types of division, categories of division in logic. Thank you very much for listening, and do consider subscribing and sharing the link with your friends. Thank you.